Hey, what is up, everyone? This is Ebony and Ivory.
Hi, everyone.
We just wanted to say thank you to the Hangover Gang. You guys really supported us on our first video. We had some really great comments from everyone, and we really do appreciate that. Today, we're going to do something that everyone was recommending in the comments, and that's basically to go back to and watch and listen to Dear Rappers. Without further ado, let's listen to Dear Rappers.
Let's go.
Man, it's easy for these rappers who have it all. Talk about the days when they used to be sad. I guess I can't relate to being famous and wealthy. I'm 28 and still praying for the day I have a chance. Maybe y'all can help me.
Okay, he's talking about the modern day rappers and how he cannot relate to them. You know, I think he mentioned something about, them talking about like the money and wealth, something like that.
For me, I think he is just coming up at this stage because he's releasing this song and talking to the rappers who are already wealthy, who are already, very popular. And he wants to air his mind a bit, talk to them to see if, they could understand or try to help him out. He said praying for the day he can also get to where they are or something like that. I really don't know, but that's what I think.
And he mentions he's 28 here, so
different. He looks really young here.
I guess I can't relate to being famous and wealthy. I'm 28 and still praying for the day I have a chance. Maybe y'all can help me out though. I'm just trying to take care of my household. I don't even want to make my mouth go. I just want to win before the system that I'm in gets a hold of me again and starts to squeeze under my chin until I'm out cold.
I think he's basically trying to ask them to try and help him to break through. It looks like he's been trying, releasing tracks or rapping, and so far it's not really getting him anywhere.
Yeah, and
or at least he feels like it's not getting him anywhere.
Yeah, and he also talks about he doesn't want to have his mouth filled with gold. I guess like I've seen lots of rappers, with lots of gold tooth and everything.
Okay, out of the front grill.
Yeah.
Okay,
and he said he doesn't want that. He just wants, to take care of his household, So he's kind of pleading, for them to kind of come out and help, help him growing. That's what I think. Yeah.
Make my mouth go. I just want to win before the system that I'm in gets a hold of me again and starts to squeeze under my chin until I'm out cold. Dear rappers, can you help me? I'll even take a selfie with your album that I bought. I got every single CD that you...
Oh, wow.
I'll take a selfie with your album that I bought, and it's actually Eminem's album. I don't remember which one it is, but it's a pretty cool kind of reference.
Yeah, it is. Kind of same. It felt like he's really pleading. The sound he actually used there was like he was almost crying, asking for help.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll take a selfie with. Oh, that's nice.
Even take a selfie with your album that I bought. I got every single CD that you ever fucking dropped. I spent everything I had and I never had a lot. Oh my god, what a mess.
Something got me here. Basically, he said he spent all his money on the albums and everything. And it was going back to Eminem albums. That album that he took a photo with was the Eminem Show album. But I think he's basically saying, he's been actually spending money on the albums, maybe the merchandise, things like that.
Yeah.
And maybe they were not the greatest choices. I get this kind of vibe from him.
He feels like he spent all his money.
He's regretting it a little bit.
Everything I had and I never had a lot. Oh my god, what a mess. Your words help me deal with the stress. Used to contemplate my suicide the nights I was depressed. Used to pop you in a boombox and sit up on my desk. Listen to your music till I felt it in my chest. But
I think he said something about that the music helped him.
Yeah.
Their music helped him a little bit to kind of deal with his maybe with problems, maybe with like the depression or things like that, and it made him feel better.
Yeah, made him feel better, to go ahead, I guess.
Sit up on my desk, listen to your music till I felt it in my chest. But these days it's like you don't have nothing left. Your music feels kind of like you're trying to write a check. Everything is digital, I mean no disrespect.
Okay, I think right now kind of the mood changes.
Yeah.
So I think he was talking about rappers in the past when he started. And it looks to me like now he's saying, okay, now you guys, like the lyrics are
Like you're
very
writing a
shallow,
check.
maybe, or
Yeah.
you're just trying to make money. Yeah, as you said, just to get a check. So I think today's rappers. I think that's what's happening. He's referring now to rappers from nowadays, where he's kind of saying, yeah, you guys kind of are selling out.
Yeah, he said everything is digital. And I think what he's trying to say here is, because he said, like we just said, he talked about the previous, the old rappers, where he can learn from, he listens to their rap and he learns from them. But the present rappers, he doesn't feel anything in the lyrics. He doesn't get anything anymore from what the rap they give out and all that. So that's what I think he is, because the mood actually changed. Like you said, it changed here.
Yeah, I just noticed. Yeah, it seems like now he's addressing like the new wave of a rap, and also that makes me think that I think it's not like he's trying to imitate old rappers, but I think he's true to like the real craft. Like being a rapper and writing meaningful lyrics. Whereas the new rappers seem to be, as he's saying, going for the money and having like very shallow, I guess, lyrics and things like that, just kind of focusing on something different.
Trying to write a check, everything is digital. I mean no disrespect, but I'm paying even more and you give me even less. What the fuck? You taught me to...
Okay, mention everything's digital. I'm paying more and you're giving me less. Again, I think it's kind of like a nostalgia of going back to the times where you had a big stereo in the house with a CD player, cassette player, even the record player, and you used to buy this physical copy of the CD. And I remember, all of them had booklets inside, or most of them, and you could find all the lyrics, photographs, all that stuff. And he's saying, nowadays it's all digital, so you don't actually get a physical product, and you're being charged more than it's actually to buy a physical disc. Which, by the way, we actually have some records there. I like the records. We don't have a record player, but I just like having like these records because they're in a big format and obviously look cool and sound cool.
Paying even more and you give me even less. What the fuck? You taught me to think, you taught me to grow, you taught me the things to survive on my own. But now you teach me to drink, you teach me to smoke, you teach me...
Again, he's saying like, okay, you used to teach me how to live, teach me how to think.
Teach him how to grow,
And today, and I think he mentioned something about like drinking. I think we should listen to the other bit because I think we kind of stopped it maybe a little bit too early. But it looks to me like, he's saying that old rappers used to teach him
better things, positive things, how to, change his life and make it better.
Whereas maybe today, again, the guys are talking about, drinking alcohol, doing drugs.
Basically the opposite of the previous things he mentioned.
But let's have a little bit listen. I'm just going to rewind a little bit.
To survive on my own, but now you teach me to drink, you teach me to smoke, you teach me to think. Every woman's a hoe. I don't want yours.
You teach me to think every woman's a hoe. That's why I'm saying, like, in lots of the, nowadays music videos are all about like flashy rappers. I mentioned this, I think, when we did No Lives Matter, was it? I think, or Don't Look Down. I really don't remember, but the music videos today and rappers are focusing a lot of showing off with like, with the women calling them hoe, which is, like very...
like, for real. It's really not so cool, but that's what is trending, I guess. And I'm sure he's not really liking that. And come to think of it, I've noticed like, at least for the two videos I've watched, because I've not watched most of his videos, just the two we reacted on, I've not really seen people much, no kind of female and all that flashing things really. I've seen him mostly like solo, maybe except the one he does like a duo with someone or features someone else. But this is like he's always alone, This helps you to catch the message of what he's saying. There are no much distractions. It keeps you focused on the message he's trying to...
That's true. It definitely kind of helps that. But I think from what people mentioned in the comments was that for this music video, like he was really broke. And I think they borrowed some money. Someone was mentioning like they almost borrowed some money or tried to raise some money to do a video, music video, kind of spend the last money. which obviously, you know, with a smaller budget, you cannot, you know, hire equipment and stuff. So it's very simple video, you know. But again, as you said, I think it lets you concentrate more on the message, really, on to listen, not to really look, but more to listen and think about the message.
You teach me to think every woman's a hoe. I don't want your Xanax bars or your fancy foreign cars. Throw your money in my face and try to tell me that it's art. No, 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 no.
Okay, I guess that's a chorus.
Yeah, I kind of like the way it sounds. It's so cool. And
Yeah, there's a little bit of like this, like a melody, and sounds a little bit moody.
Yeah, it's moody.
In a way. But I think he said something like, I don't want, you know,
Fancy cars. Throwing your money and all
You're
that.
throwing money in my face. So that's, again, what I'm saying. It's kind of like people flashing their wealth in front of, you know, their fans, who are regular people most of the time.
Yeah.
People that, as him, might be spending their last money to buy their album, to, you know, go to their concert. And, you know, they're rappers, literally, like, they're right in their face, throwing money and showing, like, how, in a way, I don't know, yeah, flashy or maybe disrespectful they are with that. And I think he's making a statement here. He like, no, I'm, you know, I don't want to be like that. I'm not like that. And maybe he's trying to plead or kind of speak to the today's rappers to like, guys, you know, stop that. It's not, this is not like the correct way.
It's really not the correct way thinking about it, because these are your fans. Most of your fans might not have it all, and you're busy flashing flashy cars, flashing money and drinks and all sorts of things, you know, at their faces. And these are people who can barely sometimes feed and pay house rents and all. What message do you want them to get from that? They definitely will be feeling bad following you blindly, because they can't get anything from what you're, you know, telling them to do.
Yeah, just a drug addict on TV. I can't hear another fucking song about abusing medication that I had to take just to stay alive. There's more important shit than what you wear and where you live and who you fucking, what you drink and what you spend and what you drive.
That was a fast one.
Yeah, it was quite fast.
Yeah, again, I think he's referencing here like his kind of maybe problems he had with mental health or like depression.
Yeah.
He's saying like he doesn't want to hear anymore about like you know, the drugs the guys pop, whereas he's actually taking them to kind of, you know,
to live, to survive,
to you know, help himself, whereas the other guys are, I don't know, are just trying to get high, maybe, I don't know. I get this kind of feeling.
I think he's been hearing that maybe he's been abusing the drugs while he's actually taking them for his survival. You know, he's tired of hearing those things, those, you know, fake news going around about him. You know, that it's better for him to live with the drugs, trying to take them to survive.
I think there was some other stuff he mentioned that I really don't remember, so I'm going to rewind a little bit.
Yeah.
I had to take just to stay alive. There's more important shit than what you wear and where you live and who you fucking, what you drink and what you spend and what you drive. Rappers full of...
Okay, so I think he's referring again to like what the rappers are talking about.
Yeah.
Like, you know, oh, you know, I have these clothes, I'm driving this car, showing off all that stuff. Like, there's more important things than like those materialistic things.
And I think he's also saying his drugs, his medications, what he's taking is more important than them driving their flashy cars, money, and everything they have. Because of course, if you don't live, you can't. If you don't survive or live, you can't have all those things. So first of all, life matters. So that's why he says the medication he's taking to survive is better than all the money, the cars, or whatever they flash around and all. You know.
You live and who you fucking, what you drink and what you spend and what you drive. Rappers full of bullshit. Rappers just a marketing vehicle for the product that the man wants you to buy. Rap about a full clip. Rappers just promoting different liquors and varieties of ways that you could die.
So he's calling the nowadays rappers like a marketer trying to sell different products. I don't know if they would be working with any companies to like say, hey, put this like a liquor or alcohol in the advert.
Come to think of it, that might be really the reason, because I've watched lots of musical videos where they kind of focus lots of on drinks, like you could see all the drinks and everything.
Maybe I'm
like
still
they
quite
focus so much on some of the drinks, so it could be they're trying to like advertise those
Well,
drinks.
I'm still quite skeptical, especially like thinking about rappers that they would go for something like that. But again, I'm not, I don't really know. But kind of my thought is that they wouldn't really. However, I know that they rap about those things, drinking, driving fast cars, smoking, getting high, all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Which is not the greatest message.
It's not exactly, because when you portray such things in your musical video, what are you actually telling people out there? I think that's what he's trying to say, because showing all the drinks, all the booze, the cigarettes, and all the flashy and the fancy things, I really, some of them, and I think some of them really don't own those stuff. I think it's mainly for advertisements.
Maybe.
Just promoting different liquors and varieties of ways that you could die. Yeah. Dear rappers, can you help me? Are you almost out of alcohol to sell me? Tell me, cause drinking every night can be the way to getting wealthy. If I'm really being honest, all the shit is overwhelming. I need someone
The rappers tell me.
Yeah, does drinking lots of alcohol, is it going to make him wealthy? Like seriously.
It's actually counterproductive. That's actually opposite of what you should be doing. And I mean, doesn't matter what you want to do. His dream was to be a rapper, maybe a well-known rapper. But, whatever you want to achieve in life, drinking alcohol is not going to be something that will help you with that. Whatever the thing is that, you want to do. If you want to be a race driver, an artist, whatever it is, like drinking alcohol is not going to be a good message here.
It's never going to be.
getting wealthy. If I'm really being honest, all the shit is overwhelming. I need someone to look up to. You're living in a country that elected Donald Trump.
I need someone to look up to.
Exactly.
He's saying he's kind of saying there's no one out there right now that actually has a good message. I don't see any rappers like with a good message, and I need someone to look up to.
Look up to, you know.
And maybe he's trying to become that someone with that message that actually someone else can look up to him. Mm-hmm. You know, for like,
and I think that's why he decided to be different from every other rapper.
Because from what we reacted to already, those two songs, 2 tracks, No Lives Matter and Don't Look Down, there's a lot of stuff in there, as we said, you can take for yourself. Yeah. You learn from, or kind of, you know, have a warning. He's being really honest in all those tracks, and you can see it's coming somewhere from inside. Yeah. And this is kind of a valuable message, you know, what he's saying.
One thing I really like about him, though I really don't know so much about him apart from the information we've been getting recently, he's the type that speaks from his heart. Like his lyrics mostly come from his experience in life, his experience. And those are things you can easily learn from as a human. You can listen to them and learn from them, you know. Most people want to pick the positive side or the negative part. Once you give a message, you're pouring out a message. There are people who will take the positive part. There are people who will take the negative parts, you know. So it's also different. But I think what he's telling people is just, you know, he's just being himself, who he is, speaking from his heart about himself and things going on around his life and all.
You're living in a country that elected Donald Trump. You're living in a country where police are killing people every day, and all you want to talk about is doing drugs. You've been blinded by
From the tracks that he did, and I've heard so far, it looks to me he might be a little bit more right-leaning in terms of politics. But to be honest, it doesn't really matter to me. I mean, it's the message he sends out to the world that's important, not, you know, who he voted for or not. Yeah. But I get a feeling that, you know, he maybe wasn't happy actually with Donald Trump being elected. I really don't know. I kind of got this vibe. It doesn't really matter that much. Yeah. But anyway, more importantly, I think he mentioned you live in a country where the police kills people every day. You know, maybe you should be concentrating on like trying to
change things for the better.
Yeah, rather than
advertising and talking about drugs and
marketing.
No. Like seriously, he's right.
You're living in a country that elected Donald Trump. You're living in a country where police are killing people every day, and all you want to talk about is doing drugs. You've been blinded by the money, you've been blinded by the cars, you've been blinded by the women. Don't know who the fuck you are. Thought I knew you when I spent $100 on a ticket to your show, and now I feel like you stole my fucking money and I'm broke.
Oh my God.
Wow, these verses.
This guy is killing. Oh God, he's so brutal.
Man, it's like an arrow straight into the bullseye.
I love this so much. This is so raw. I can see him burning this money. Means it was like a waste going to all the shows and the concerts, and all. It's like a waste of money.
He mentions like how he spent hundreds of dollars on like the concerts because he thought that he knew
them.
He knew the rappers, you know.
They're being blinded by money, by cars, by so many things, you know. And so they're not thinking straight anymore. They don't do the right things anymore. Everything they do is, you know, off, totally off. And he is not down with, you know, the things they're talking about. And so he's feeling like his money is being wasted.
Mm-hmm. He's literally burning the money.
Burning it. I think burn means he wastes.
Exactly. This is like totally wasted money. Yeah.
You know?
Take it to your show and now I feel like you stole my fucking money and I'm broke. Man, you taught us how to rap and you taught us how to dress and you taught us how to act if we wanted to impress. Now you're teaching me to live like I know you never would. What you're preaching to these kids is keeping them inside the hood.
Wow, what you're preaching to those kids is like how to keep themselves inside the hood. The message in the lyrics is how cool that is, you know, drinking, women, alcohol, you know, gangs, violence. They wouldn't really listen to their own advice in a way.
Yeah, you know.
You never would. What you're preaching to these kids is keeping them inside the hood.
Your Xanax bars or your fancy foreign cars. Throw your money in my face and try to tell me that it's art. No, 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 no. No. Just a drug addict on TV. I don't want your Xanax.
I like the flow of the, I guess that's a chorus or a hook.
Yeah, it's really chilly.
I don't want your Xanax
I love it.
bars.
He's saying no to all the negative things they've been portraying and wanting them to learn. He doesn't want any of it. And I really like that about him. Like, seriously.
Yeah, he's very real.
He is.
Honest. At least he comes across that way.
Yeah.
I don't want your Xanax bars or your fancy foreign cars. Throw your money in my face and try to tell me that it's art. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Just a drug addict on TV. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, okay.
Short and sweet, very kind of clear message.
Mm-hmm.
And I think maybe with this kind of song or track, he sets himself on a path. This is like the path I want to take going forward. And this is what you can expect from me going forward. Some real stuff.
Yeah.
Talking about real issues.
Feels like he's not the type to follow the crowd. He wants to be himself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, stand out. You know, he won't always say yes when he's supposed to be a no. You know, so it's good that he actually made it clear that this is what he wants. So all people will expect from him is to be different.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's what he's been doing, at least from few videos we've watched, and also it's good. He's keeping it real.
Yeah, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. I really think it will be hard for me to find something that I'm not fan of from Tom MacDonald right now.
Yeah.
Everything I heard, like all of the tracks I've listened so far, each one of them was very different. He really can jump around different styles. You know, he's not stuck somewhere within one music style or one rapping style. I would say he's very versatile in those regards.
Yeah, he is. It's a 10 out of 10 again.
Mm-hmm. Of course, Tom MacDonald. Right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for recommending this track.
Yeah.
We're kind of now, realizing where it's all started.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to go down deeper the rabbit hole.
That's right.
So thanks again, Hangover Gang.
Thank you
And
all.
we'll see you in the next video.
See you. Bye.
Peace.